A Facebook mob got together to hunt down a Nazi. And as you might imagine, Facebook isn't as good at this sort of thing as 4chan. Here they have Nazi who flyered in West Philly last week identified as blank. And so they tried to get together, find the person's address. The obligatory fuck white people comment. And then eventually somebody commented, "Someone from Antifa broke my fucking apartment and smashed my car window." Bricked my apartment. Excuse me, the quality's kind of bad. "I am clearly not Mark so-and-so. Our apartment contains a Muslim leftist and a brown Hindu, and we thought this was a fucking hate crime. I have no issue with Antifa and support." See more. I didn't get the rest of the post. Instead of breaking so-and-so's apartment, you bricked mine. As an Indian dude and his Muslim roommate, both of whom work in education, both of whom are leftists, and you smashed a window and my roommate's car. Here, I was thinking all day that this was a hate crime. See more. It was a longer post. Please take down the house address on the article, right? So after that, the post was reported to Facebook, and Facebook didn't take it down. They found nothing wrong with the post, even though it doxed somebody falsely, sending a bunch of hateful Antifa people over to some guy's house who is actually a supporter of theirs. It just doesn't get much sweeter than that. But in a more sad story, Brown University rape list shuts down after falsely accusing students of rape. Brown Survivors Speaks, an anonymous anti-rape activist group at Brown University that publishes the names of men accused of rape, has quietly disappeared after it was revealed that the group had published the name of at least one innocent man falsely accused of rape. The group, which was also accused of targeting minority men, posted an apology admitting its mistake, but the group absolved themselves of any responsibility and blamed a rape apologist for submitting a false report. The group published the name of an innocent man, declaring him a rapist without any supporting evidence. Brown Survivors Speaks was founded 3 years ago to name and shame male students accused of rape and sexual assault. The group has taken efforts to call on Brown administrators to take action against the supposed rape crisis on campus. I know I said administrators, very funny there. Brown Survivor Speaks then proposed a new method of verifying submission claims by asking survivors to provide a non-Brown email so they could do follow-ups with them to confirm details. This would strongly discourage rape apologists from trying to discredit or falsely accuse people through this form. Curiously, the student whom Brown Survivor Speaks says was falsely named as a rapist defends the group's efforts. "Survivor support is my utmost priority," said the student in an interview with the Herald. Critics of the anonymous group, some of whom were on the list, told the student newspaper that the group tends to target ethnic minorities and people of low-income backgrounds who do not have the means to pursue defamation suits against them. One of the students named by the group says that being placed on the list is a moral stain on his reputation, even if the claims against him are proven to have no substance. Facebook mobs give real mobs a bad name. They don't seem to ever get things quite right, and even organizations that meet on campus seem to have such diluted sense of reality that they think that they should be judge, jury, and executioner, be able to socially shame people for just having been accused. Found both of these things today, and I just needed to share them with you guys because this is really what our world is coming to. Everyone is crying wolf, and it's going to make it easier for a real rapist to get away or a real Nazi to get away when they're surrounded by reasonable people and a person runs up to them and says, "That's a Nazi, that's a rapist." Well, we've been hearing that for the last few years now, nonstop. It's the cry wolf syndrome. We're not going to believe them when it's a genuine fact. I believe I showed this last clip in a video that was yesterday or the day before, but I think it's very fitting for this situation as well.
A woman is going to jail for a lie, accused a man of sexual assault, and he paid for that lie with 4 years of his life.
In her only statement outside a courtroom, Elizabeth Coast said she's sorry.
Before you get sentenced, what would you like to say to Jonathan Montgomery?
He can answer that.
Okay. I am very sorry for the mistake that I've made and the lie that I told. And this is me taking responsibility for that.
In court, Coast said she lied about the sexual assault that sent Jonathan Montgomery away for 4.5 years. Coast said she didn't want to disappoint her mother, who was portrayed in court as a heavy-handed disciplinarian. Coast's mother caught her reading adult material, and that's when the lies began. Coast blamed Montgomery because her mother kept pushing the issue, and Montgomery had moved away, and Coast never thought that he would be found. But he was. Coast attorney Ron Smith said she should be given credit for coming forward, even though it took her almost 5 years. Judge Bonnie Jones agreed, giving Coast a 2-month sentence, which she can serve on weekends beginning this weekend.
All 3 of these stories, by the way, have happened within the last 2 days, so I think it's interesting to keep that in mind.